Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 2, Data Entry and Keyboarding Skills, part 1. First of all, let us understand the meaning of data entry and keyboarding skills. Data entry. Data refers to the raw facts and figures like numbers, alphabets, digits, etc. And entry means to give the input. So basically, data entry means to give the input or to input the data into the computer. Keyboarding skills. Keyboarding skills means the set of skills which are required to operate a keyboard smoothly while typing. Means how efficiently can we type on the computer. For efficient typing, what type of skills we require, that are known as the keyboarding skills. All of you know that what is a keyboard. You have learned this in the previous classes also. A keyboard is a text-based input device which is used to input data into the computer. Now what can we enter with the help of keyboard? We can enter alphabets like A, B, C, D. We can enter digits like 1, 2, 3, and we can enter symbols like @ hash into the computer. Now, the touch method of typewriting is a method of typing without using the sense of sight. Means, without looking at the keys when we are able to type, that is known as touch method. That is, we are touching only our fingers on the keys and we are not looking at the keys. There is no need to search the key while typing, and one has to move only the finger which is needed to strike a key. Strike means to press a key. When we become efficient in typing, then we need not to look at the keys, because with practice you will know where is which key and your fingers will automatically move on that key. Touch typing involves placing the 8 fingers in a horizontal row along the middle of the keyboard. Now touch typing is basically we have 8 fingers and placing them in a horizontal row in the middle. The middle of the keyboard has the keys A, S, T, F, G, H, J, K, L, semicolon. So we have to place our keys when we start typing in the middle row of the keyboard. Typing speed generally improves with practice. When you will keep on practicing daily for some time, your typing speed will automatically get increased. Now, types of keys. All of you know that there are 104 keys on the keyboard and they are not the same, they are of different types. Let us learn about them one by one. Alphabet keys. These keys are used to type letters, words or sentences. They are from A to Z and they are total 26. Number keys. These keys are used to type the numbers. They are from 0 to 9 and they are total 10. Alphanumeric keys. All the alphabets from A to Z and the numbers from 0 to 9 on the keyboard come under alphanumeric keys. See, the name is made up of 2 words, alphanumeric. Alpha means alphabets and numeric means numbers. So it consists of all the alphabets as well as the numbers. Punctuation keys. Punctuation keys are the keys which are associated with the punctuation marks, that is, which you use in English language also. Comma, semicolon, brackets, curly braces, exclamatory signs, all these are punctuation keys. And if you want to use these symbols, then you have to press the shift key along with the number keys which are available above the alphabet keys. Backspace key, it deletes a character to the left of the cursor. If the cursor is here, if the cursor is after R, so it will erase, and when you press the backspace key, it will erase the letter R. Suppose the cursor is between S and O and you press the delete key, so it will erase the letter O. So backspace key deletes the character to the left of the cursor and delete key deletes the character to the right of the cursor. The working is same, both will delete a character, but the difference is it will delete to the left side and it will delete to the right side. Enter key. Enter key is used to bring the cursor to the next line. Caps lock key. Caps lock key is a toggle key. Now what is a toggle key? Toggle key is basically a key which when once pressed becomes active and when we press it again it becomes inactive. Next we have is caps lock key when activated types the letters in the capital. When it is active all the letters will come in capital, and when it is not active, that is it is inactive, then all the letters it will type in small letters. Function keys. These keys have different meaning depending upon which program it is running, and these are total 12 keys from F1 to F12. You must have seen, like in MS PowerPoint, the F5 key is used to run a slideshow, and sometimes we use other F function keys for some other purpose. So basically it depends upon the program in which they are being used, so they have a different meaning depending upon the program. Next we have is arrow keys. Arrow keys are used to move the cursor up, down, left and right. There are total 4 arrow keys on the keyboard: up, down, left and right. Special keys. We have some special keys like control key is there, alt key is there, shift key is there. And do you know how many are these keys on a keyboard? All the three keys are 2 on a keyboard. 2 control keys, 2 alt keys and 2 shift keys. They are not used individually, they are used in combination with other keys to perform some specific task. For example, control plus A. You know that control plus A is used to select the full page or select the whole text, or you must have used control plus B to make the letters or the characters or the selected text bold. Similarly, alt plus F4 if you press, then it will close that particular program. Shift, with the shift key if you press the number keys, so the particular number key you press with the shift key, the symbol on that number key will be typed. So they have different work depending upon their function, and they are used in combination with the other keys. I hope you have understood all the keys on the keyboard. There is the longest key on the keyboard, which is the spacebar key, and it is used to give a space in between the words or in between the letters. And we have 2 enter keys also on the keyboard, which are used to bring the cursor to the next line. You can use any of them. So here is the diagram, or you can say a picture of the keyboard. This is the escape key to come out of the program, and it can have some other work also. Function keys which we have discussed, F1 to F12. This is the enter key. This is the backspace key. Basically this picture shows you where the keys are located on a keyboard. This is the delete key. These are the scroll keys. These are the indicators. If your caps lock is on, a light will glow here. Scroll lock, num lock. This is a print screen used to take a screenshot of your screen on which you are working. So here we have alphabet keys from A to Z, and you can see here they are not arranged in a proper order as you just learn the alphabets from A to Z. They are randomly arranged. You have to see which letter is there on the keyboard. This is the shift key, one here and one here. This is the caps lock key. This is the enter key. One enter key is here and one enter key is here. As I told you, this is the control key, one here, one here. This is the alt key, 2 alt keys are there and 2 window keys are there. So this is the caps lock key used to type the capital letters. Tab key is also there used to give a space of 5 characters. Now number keys which you see here, number keys are here also and here also. This side number keys, this full is known as a numeric keypad, as it consists of the numbers, some symbols, a point, a decimal, and the enter key. So if you want to press these numbers, if you press any number from this numeric keypad or the number pad, that should appear on the screen, so you have to press this num lock key. When this num lock key will be active, a light will glow here. And you cannot type any number without the num lock key being active. So this is the whole picture of the keyboard, which makes you understand the position of the keys, so that once you look at this picture you can easily now understand where the keys are there, and you can be efficient in typing slowly and gradually. Now how does a keyboard work? When a key is pressed, an electric electrical contact is formed. You know that keyboard has wires in it. So when you press any key, the electrical contact is formed with the machinery of the keyboard, and these electrical signals are transmitted to a microcontroller. Our computer has a microprocessor in it. उसके अंदर there is a CPU. So the signals are transmitted in a coded form to the computer, which describe the character which corresponds to the key. Suppose we are pressing a letter A. So computer will not directly understand the user has pressed the letter A or B or C. When we press the key, it sends the electronic signal to the microcontroller, and that changes it into some form which computer can understand, and that tells him that this character has been pressed. This is a finger position of the keyboard. I told you in the starting that we have to start from the middle row. So this is the middle row, A, S, T, F, G, H, J, K, L, semicolon. So when you are typing, you have to start from the middle row. This should be the placing of your fingers. Your ring, this little finger, ring finger, middle finger, and your index finger. A, S, D, F, and these thumbs are for pressing the space bar. J, K, L, semicolon. So this is the keyboard finger position. Now numeric keypad. As I have told you, this numeric keypad is used when a large amount of numeric data is to be entered. On a keyboard, you know that number keys are in two places. One is above the alphabet keys and one is to the right of the keyboard. So this is the numeric keypad. It is located at the right hand side of the keyboard, and it contains the numbers from 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It consists of the mathematical symbol plus, minus, multiply, divide. It consists of an enter key, a decimal point, and numlock. If you have to use this numeric keypad, you have to click on this numlock. When it becomes active, only and only then you will be able to type these numbers. Next is home keys. The alphabets A, S, T, F are home keys for the left hand, and L, K, J and semicolon are for the right hand. See, you can see here A, S, D, F, J, K, L, semicolon. So these are known as the home key. So whenever you have to start typing, you are practicing the typing. First, your left hand should be on these keys with your 4 fingers, and right hand should be on these 4 keys with your 4 fingers. We call them as home keys also. So next time if it is asked what are home keys, you have to say that alphabets A, S, E, F are the home keys for the left hand, and J, K, L and semicolon are the home keys for the right hand. And while practicing typing, the fingers are trained to make the correct movement to the other keys, and each finger returns immediately to its respective home key after it has pressed the corresponding key in the another row. What does that mean? Suppose you are working in the middle row and you need to press a letter B, but B is not in the home key. So you have to switch your position. Earlier you were working in this line. Now you have to come to this line, so you have to bring your finger, one of the finger here, and immediately you have to move to the home keys, that is to the middle row. So this will come when you will practice it, but you have to do it very instantaneously so that your speed pressed gets increased and you are able to type the letters correctly. Next is guide keys. The keys F and J are the guide keys for the left and right hand respectively. The F key is for the left hand and the J key is for the right hand. We have learnt about the home keys A, S, D, F, F and J, K, L, semicolon, J. So left hand first key is F, from the right hand the first key is J. You can see below the J and F keys there is a tangible mark with the help of which you can place the fingers correctly on the home keys. So F and J are the guide keys. Whenever you are typing, there are some points to be kept in mind. Like, first of all, you should press the keys gently. Do not put much pressure on the keys because it will help in the breakage of the keys and it may damage the internal wiring also. Rest your fingers on the home row while typing. When you start typing, your fingers should start from the home row. Then while typing, release the keys immediately as soon as you press it. Otherwise, it will repeatedly type the same character. If you just put your one finger on a particular character and you don't release your fingers, or you don't pull up your finger, then what will happen? The same character will get typed again and again. Your finger is on J and you don't pull up your finger. So what will happen? J will get pressed, J will get typed. Then try typing without looking at the keyboard. At initial stage you may face problem, but slowly and gradually you will learn with practice. In the starting you may need to learn the position of the keys, and as soon as you move to the upper levels you should start practicing without looking at the keyboard. It may happen that you may make some mistakes, but then it will help you learn also. Press the keys only with the fingers allotted for them. As we have discussed the position of fingers, so the same fingers should be positioned at the particular letters so that your typing becomes accurate, and you have to press the keys with those fingers only. Maintain patience if the committed mistake at initial stage. In the starting only, if there is a mistake, don't get panicked. Mistakes happen with everyone. If you will keep on practicing, it will help you to learn. Without mistakes, we cannot learn. If you are making mistakes, it means you are going in the right direction, you are learning. Maintain a balance between the speed and accuracy. Balance between speed and accuracy means speed is the speed with which you are writing, and accuracy means you are writing right. Both are equally important. It should not happen that your speed is increasing but you are creating lot of mistakes. Initial stages mistakes can happen, but after practicing the mistakes should go on becoming less and less. So to be a master at typing, daily practice it. You can start with the small words, then move on to sentences and further to paragraphs, but without looking at the letters. So with this, our first part of this chapter is complete. I hope you have understood it. If there is any doubt, you can ask me and you can make it clear. Till then, keep learning. Thank you.